Fishin' Affliction. Hello.
Well, Mom and Dad's grab the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and old Rusty's gonna go catch 'em down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, 'cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old Ranger boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin'. Yeah, that's what we're wishing, 'cause me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah. Man, and we've got it bad.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy here, fishy, fishy here.
Well, rise and shine, folks. It's Fishing Affliction time, and thanks for tuning in this morning time. It is early. It is 19 minutes after 3 o'clock in the morning, and the big dog and I have got to get an early jump this morning time to be on Kentucky Lake by sunup with the legendary Stump Spencer. You'll remember Stump from earlier in the season, fishing with him last February. And if there's one person you want to be on the lake with right now, that is Stump Spencer. He is just tearing it up, catching just big fish, and a bunch of them. He's just doing so well in all the tournaments on both on the national and the local level. So looking forward to a day on Kentucky Lake with the big dog and Stump Spencer. So let's see what's going to happen today. Where are we at, big dog, and who's that with you?
Well, we're on Kentucky Lake with my old buddy Stump Spencer.
Good morning.
And we just put in at Tubbs Channel, Granville's old place. Our old buddy Granville, who's passed away now, and we got a lot of history here, don't we, Stump?
Sure do.
I'm gonna tell you, man, Granville built this channel, and I don't think the Corps really appreciated it much.
I don't think so.
He brought a little thing called a small thing called a backhoe down here and dug it, and they didn't really appreciate that when he did it. But anyway, he ended up getting it put in, and that's where we're putting it at this morning, Kentucky Lake. We're gonna do a little drop fishing today.
Stump, last time we were out here was February, and you put us on some fish, and congratulations, you've been catching them, man.
Thank you. They've been biting, that's what the deal is. I ain't been catching them, they've been biting.
Yeah, well, let's go see what's going to be biting then again today.
Let's go get them. I forgot I'm going to have to put up with you all day.
Well, folks, Stump's been putting up with Rusty for a long time. These two guys go back a long ways in their lives together, and it's just fun being in the boat with both of them. Two great fishermen. But before we could get into some great fishing action, we all had to address one important thing: our hunger. There's two happy smiles.
It is two happy smiles.
Now let me tell you what now, we're gonna fish today. Y'all ain't eating all day today, I'm just telling you.
I don't know, Stump, what do you
Speak for yourself, Rusty.
But I'm gonna tell you what, give me one as long as you open it, we're gonna start fishing.
I promise you, I'm gonna have stretch marks when I get through.
I do, thanks, Stump.
Yep. Is this that same kind of chicken?
You know it is, she made it for you.
Baby.
She made it for you.
Man, that's good. I ain't had any that good chicken like this since, what is it, February? Wow.
Well, after making a raid into Mama's big old lunch bag and the big dog taking a phone call, it was time to catch the first fish of the day. And it wasn't a largemouth.
There he is. All right, hold on. This is a big fish. Hold on. This is a big fish. I mean a big fish. This is a big fish. I mean a big fish. I don't even think, this is such a big fish, I don't even think it's a bass. To be honest with you. Let me have the troll mode, son. I'm gonna have to run this one down.
What is that?
I have no clue.
One of them 10-pounders. Sure got him excited, didn't it?
You know, a phone call, a hook set, big fish. Geez, if it had just been eating a sandwich, Stump.
Yeah, I believe it's going to take a while.
Oh God, what a huge fish this is. I don't know if it's a bass or not, but it is a giant. If it's a bass, I want the net. I'm not kidding you either. It's huge, whatever it is.
Big old white.
Oh, it is
What?
huge.
What a drum.
And it's hooked in the chin.
That is the biggest drum, I think, and I've caught some big drums.
Holy cow.
That is absolutely the biggest daggum drum I've ever caught. That is a giant.
Come and see. Come in and see me. That's a trophy, all right.
Look at that drum.
Hooked him in the chin. He's a
Here,
nice
let me hold up my drum.
Oh, he's hurt my arm. You better get 2 hands on him, buddy.
Look at this big drum. That is the biggest, ugliest old drum.
I gotta get my picture made with this.
Let me see. Okay, let me see. Well,
He weighs 30 pounds, I guess. Boy.
I don't know what it weighs, but that's a giant. That is a giant. You know what I'm glad? He didn't break me off.
Go, Rusty, go. I'm gonna try to catch me one now.
Folks, I know the drum gets a bad rap, but I sure do know one thing. It gets your heart pumping when you hook into one that big. Just ask the big dog. Well, in a minute, we'll be back here in the wilds of Kentucky Lake catching some big old largemouth. But first, let's go see some pictures from this week's
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild.
Folks, God sure knows how to put things into perspective, and He sure knows how to heal things through the passage of time. These are some great pictures from the In the Skillet gal, Miss Vicki Porter, that she took here just recently, and in the area that she took these pictures just a little over a month ago was the most severe flooding that we have ever seen in our beautiful state. And we wanted to share these pictures as they represent hope and beauty to us, and we are praying for those who are recovering from that event. Folks, keep them in your prayers. And please send your pictures to us here at fishandaffliction.com, and maybe you'll see them right here on the big screen.
In the wild. Your pictures in the wild.
It's kind of like this, all over, like that.
It's maybe kind of like if you kind of steady, and if you pop it a little bit, you know.
There's no way I'm gonna do that.
I believe it's like this. Yeah, it's kind of like this.
It's like this.
Then it's going like this.
No way.
Kind of like this.
The sexy swimmer, it's got action you can't believe until you see it.
I'm kind of liking this.
Got it bad. Want it bad.
Folks, if you've got it bad and you want it bad, you can own any episode of Fishin' Affliction for just a low price of $5. That's right, $5 for any of your favorite Fishin' Affliction episodes. And if you want them all, then we've got a great offer for you. The entire Season 1 of Fishin' Affliction for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. That's right, folks, all 13 episodes of Season 1 of Fishin' Affliction for just $19.95 in a beautiful packaged DVD box set for only $19.95. Unbelievable, folks. To purchase this great deal or any individual show of Fishin' Affliction, go to our website at www.fishandaffliction.com to the online store for this incredible offer. Any individual show for only $5 or the entire Season 1 of Fishin' Affliction for just $19.95. Fishin' Affliction, for those who've got it bad.
That feels like that might be a keeper.
Might be. That looks like a good fish.
Oh, baby. Know what I like.
Well, folks, welcome back to Fishin' Affliction. When we last left the guys, Rusty hooked into a big old drum, but now it's time to start catching some good old largemouth.
You know, I'm gonna do this little trick right here. I'm gonna let it get down, and I'm gonna catch him swimming up.
Well, if he'd have jumped off, I'd have thought he
Striking football head comes through again.
It does, doesn't it? And what a great fish.
That's about 3 pounds, three and a quarter maybe.
We boxing, big dog?
No,
No boxing.
not today.
Well, you heard the big dog. We're not going to be boxing all the fish because he believes that he and Stump are going to have quite a mess of fish to show you at the end of the day. And it ain't going to include that last one, which was a dandy. All they got to do is catch some keepers.
Stump, I hate you had to go to the back of the boat to rig up. Hate you had to go up there and rig where I could catch one.
All you need to do now is catch a keeper.
Hey, that ain't very nice. That's a good, nice little old hickory keeper.
How are y'all this morning?
We're doing great. How are y'all?
Good.
Now folks, I got to share something funny with you. The big dog's eyesight up close, well, it's not always perfect, but he can spot a Strike King lure from 300 yards away, and this is the proof.
What did I tell you?
He's been telling me that for 300 yards. So
The guy in the back of those on a Chartreuse and Blue Series 6.
That's right.
That's a good bank, man. We've been catching a lot of them.
Well, the big dog's right. The fish sure do love that Series 6. But today, they're loving that football jig.
Pretty good fish.
Jump off, jump off.
Did you get him?
Almost.
That ain't good.
You know what that was, don't you?
That's a good
That's a
one.
big old piece of meat wrapped up in scales.
It was, man. That was a big fish. Folks, I don't know if it's just Murphy's Law or just the way that it always goes, but the big one seems to get away most of the time, doesn't he? And the little one, well, he slides right onto the boat. And there's one thing for sure, whether they're big or they're little, fishing is just a whole bunch of fun, both for the professional angler and for these here kids.
You know, it's fun to get to bring a kid out here and get in a school of fish like this. They can absolutely have a ball.
Well, I'm a kid, Stump.
You are a big kid, aren't you? A big kid. Okay, here he comes. Get ready.
Folks, let me tell you a little bit about the lures the guys are throwing today. Stump is dedicated to throwing a half-ounce Strike King football head jig along with a Strike King trailer. And the big dog, he's steady cranking a Series 6 with a little bit of chartreuse on it.
Fish.
Uh-oh. Get him, Rusty, man. I told you at 6 to get him. I told you. Boy, it's a pretty color on the plate, too. That's the fish I was going to catch, Rusty.
Well, Stump, you know what? You can catch him now.
I can't now.
Folks, when you fish with somebody like Stump Spencer or the big dog, they always have some little secret that helps them get an edge and helps you to become a better fisherman. And on this week's Fishin' 101, brought to you by Deca Batteries, Stump is going to share a really good tip with you.
It's time for Fishin' 101, brought to you by Deca Batteries.
Here's a little trick to save you a lot of re-rigging and save you a lot of trailer baits too. You can go to anywhere and get this stuff. It's crazy glue, and put that trailer on there. Push it up on there real good, and it won't come off until a fish tears it off. And even if they tear it up down the base of the hook, it'll still stay glued right there next to it, and it'll still catch. So it'll save you a lot of trailer baits and a lot of time readjusting your trailer bait.
Folks, it's these great tips from folks like Stump and Rusty that help you to become a better fisherman. And I know that since I've been in the boat with the big dog and folks like Stump, I sure do apply these tips because they are so beneficial, but only if you use them. So be sure to do. And here's the reason why for this one.
See how that tail stays on there? Fish didn't pull it down or anything, it's still glued on there good. Save a lot of time.
Well, it was time to make another run, which we did. And the big dog and Stump,
Well, they just kept having fun.
Guy swallowed it, dude.
I'll run you 50 miles up the lake and that's all you can catch me?
That's all you put me on. I was kind of thinking you'd catch one down here. It's your spot.
Yeah, but I want to be courteous.
You weren't too courteous last time we shot one. People watch that and say, Stump, did you ever catch a fish?
That ain't very nice. They're not very nice to you, Stump. I never said nothing like that. That is not the species I prefer right now.
Folks, the Big Dog and I are enjoying a wonderful day out on Kentucky Lake with Fishin' Affliction Prostaffer, Stump Spencer. Any time on the water with Stump is time well spent. And a little bit later, we're going to be putting up some information about Stump's guide service, which we highly, highly recommend. What a great fisherman he is, a great person, and we sincerely enjoy his friendship. But right now, folks, let's go see what Miss Vicki Porter's got cooking this week. In the Skillet with Chef Vicki Porter is brought to you by Pt.1, turning your precious memories into video treasures.
Welcome to In the Skillet. I'm Vicki Porter, and today I'm going to show you a really great recipe for my grilled honey mustard chicken. If you're like me in the summertime, you like to get outside and use the grill. And this is a great easy recipe that I'm sure your family will love. And now for the ingredients. You will need 1/3 cup of Dijon mustard, 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of steak sauce, and 4 chicken breasts. First, in a bowl, mix together your mustard, your steak sauce, your mayonnaise, and your honey. Dip each piece of chicken in the sauce, being sure to coat it thoroughly, and use the remaining sauce for basting. After grilling this chicken on medium heat for 18 to 20 minutes, you will enjoy this wonderful honey mustard chicken. You can find this recipe on FishinAffliction.com. I'm Vicki Porter. Tune in next week to see what's cooking in the skillet.
Hey, what do you think about these? Shaw Grigsby likes these, but Denny Brower looks awesome in these. You know, a lot of people don't know that Strike King is the #1 importer of packaged polarized sunglasses in the whole entire country. I've seen Mark Davis wear these, and I like them a lot. They're awesome. But you know what? Me? I have got to have my monsters.
Tournament Trail for those who've got it bad. Brought to you by Fishin' Affliction.
Folks, here's the results from Flipper's Sunday morning tournament up there at Bull Creek Marina in Gallatin, Tennessee. First place went to the team of Guffey and Breeden with 13.80 pounds. Second place with 13.75 pounds, the team of Cranford and Anderson. That's mighty close, guys. First big fish, Mr. Bud Trimble Sr., a 5.80 pound fish. And the second big fish, Mr. Tim Cranford, 5.6 pounds. Thank you to Flippers, and congratulations, guys. And folks, you can send your tournament results to info@FishinAffliction.com, and be sure to check out the tournament archives at www.FishinAffliction.com. Well, after watching the Big Dog and Stump catch 'em, I picked up my fishing pole with the Strike King XD and made me a few casts.
Oh, good job.
Strike King XDs with powerful hooks. Powerful
That's
shot.
a little better. Yeah, that's a good solid keeper.
That's a fish, Big Dog, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, pretty.
He's healthy. Another healthy.
Folks, we're all aware of the flood that occurred in Nashville and the negative effects that it's had. But in some areas, the effects were not negative, especially here at Kentucky Lake. Check out this answer when I asked Stump this question.
Stump, obviously, people are well aware of the flood and the damage up in the Nashville area, but tell me a little bit about what occurred down here, especially on this lake.
We got 11 foot over Summer Pool, and back of the creek is like back here in the back mouth of back of Big Richland. We go back way back up in the creek and catch tons of fish. Numbers are unbelievable, and you catch some big fish back here too. They do it every year when the water comes up. They'll go to the very back end of it. Back in where you wouldn't think it'd go that far. It's good fishing. Everybody looks forward. That lives there. Everybody looks forward to it happening.
And that's something we were just talking too about the quality of Kentucky Lake, and as far as you're concerned, that this is the best that you've ever seen it.
I think because the grass, I guess, started it all. We had grass for several years, and they let a lot of fish grow up. They let the bait hide, but now that it's gone, last year was unbelievable. This year, we've caught 7 fish, over 8, and 2 9s this year.
Wow.
Plus of it, it's unbelievable. Earlier in the year, it's good right now. It just has its days.
Sure.
You can go out and not catch it one day, and the next day catch 25, 26 pounds.
Incredible.
It's good right now. It's just the fact that we didn't bring our rabbit's foot.
It's good right now. It just ain't biting. Fishing's great.
Yeah, the fishing's a lot of fun, man. You can go out there and reel a lot.
Hey, Stump, I think the reason is whose spot are we on?
Yeah, it's Rusty's spot.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it don't matter if it's the big dog spot or anybody's spot. If the fish are there, Stump is probably going to catch them.
You know what? I throw it right in the school line. Right up here, Rusty.
Think you throw it in a school?
Yeah, because I missed one. Let it go back down and it got it.
That's a good solid fish.
Pretty good fish.
Let me get out of your way. Show it on camera.
What's up, Betty? All right, see you later.
Well, the guys found a little bit of current, and Stump kept catching those fish on that Strike King football head jig and that Strike King trailer.
Welcome back to the Stump Spencer Show.
Nice keeper.
Yeah.
Nice keeper. Nice.
Well, they're starting to turn a little current on. It seems like it might help the bite just a hair.
I believe that's what's happening.
Well, folks, there's one thing for sure. When you're on the water as much as Rusty and I are, things will happen at the most inopportune time.
Stump, I couldn't get all of this on film, and there's a reason why. Because we're sinking.
Well, you want me to throw him back in and catch him again?
Well, I don't know.
We're sinking, huh? We don't need to be sinking.
Big dog, what you doing?
I'm fishing till the water gets up to my chest.
I've got a little bilge pump or an aerator that's popped loose. And I'm fixing it.
Well, you just take care of us, and Stump and I are going to catch some fish.
We're not taking water on real fast anyway.
Yeah.
Come here a minute.
When I saw the life jacket.
Life jacket's like that.
See that little hole right there?
Oh my gosh.
We're not taking it on that fast.
It's always something.
Well, anyway. You can just take something.
It's just part of it, isn't it, big dog?
Y'all take care of that, I'm fishing.
We got another one on.
This one's what? Is this one 4 or 5 pounds? You think, Stump?
I don't know about that. He's pretty good.
All right.
Oh goodness! All right.
Well, after the big dog stopped the boat from sinking, it was time to catch a few more largemouth.
How about that, big dog?
Mm-hmm.
Big fish. All right. We're just still plugging away midday.
High noon.
It is, isn't it?
High noon.
Well,
And hot high noon, buddy.
you ain't kidding, isn't it?
It's got about a breeze of a -2.
It's humidity too.
Very humidity.
All right. Another crankbait fish. I won't give me another one.
Well, go for it, Big Dan.
Well, folks, as you heard Stump and the big dog say, it is hot, and I mean really hot. But you see my outfit? It is not going to win any awards for best looking, but it sure does a great job of keeping me protected from those harmful rays of the sun. Always protect yourself when this weather gets warm, folks. And the fishing's getting a little tougher, but we're still catching them.
He's chunky. He's a little chunky fish. Open that mouth, boy. We are really having to force feed them. We don't have any current. We don't have, not getting much help, but still catching some small fish. Hoping they're going to turn the current on maybe a little bit later, but just having to slow down, throw a jig in the, brush piles or on any kind of dominant cover. And of course, Stump knows where every piece of dominant cover is, so as soon as he catches one, he tells me where it is. Like maybe after the third one. You might want to throw over at that brush pile. There you go.
This is not a very big.
But he did eat, and he was.
Well, folks, we are enjoying a great day on Kentucky Lake with the legendary Stump Spencer. And a little earlier, I mentioned about his guide service. And here is the information about Stump Spencer's guide service that we highly recommend. Please give him a call because you're in for a treat of a lifetime when you fish for a day with this man. It's just awesome. And folks, join us again next week because we caught so many more fish on Fishin' Affliction that it's going to take another show to show you the rest of them. So tune in next week when you hear the big dog say,
"Woo!" Big old sow right there, buddy.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in this week to Fishin' Affliction. We sincerely appreciate your time. And thank you so much to our sponsors as they keep us going. Be sure to tune in next week to Fishin' Affliction because there's no doubt.
Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that Fishin' Affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old Ranger boat and head to the fishing home. We're gonna try to catch a biggin'. Yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and old Rusty's got that Fishin' Affliction. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that Fishin' Affliction. Yeah. Man, and we've got it bad.
Rusty's catching today.
I'll bet you anything.
Here, watch it like this.
Hit a striking bait. Let's go.
Ain't nothing safe around me.